we go. Kind of matches what we saw. We're going to let the church and the kids tell the story, so they seem to be a little more mature about this. So we walk through. There's kind of like a little park, right? Everything's kind of in there. Okay? And so you guys want to know who stole the bitted kids? Well, what I was shown, see, I don't fit the body type that I was shown, right? There's little kind of chubby guys that were doing the touching and, you know, the taking, emulating military guys, right? Kind of like Charles is, like the little chubby in the hands, kind of like you, little short fried Paso Robles minister. And you guys get upset. Oh, look at that, the farm. See, Aurora, Colorado. You got the little farm, the barn, or the stable near Jamaica Street, right? They're kind of doing this for you guys because, like I said, Karen, Wendy, and people believed in you all, but they might not have believed in somebody else because he thought he was a bitted knight, a real knight, a dark knight, but he really wasn't, or he didn't earn it. All right, DJ Dave, do you know that much about my family to be making up a fucking story? Because maybe Greg Faust was a good guy and you guys screwed up his stuff. And so when people lose kids or they die, they kind of get erratic. And so they want their children back and they kind of take things a little bit differently because they start looking into where did the kid go? Who is he hanging out with? Right? So I'm going to have you guys, this is a stable area here, right? This has been around, a pillar of the community for a while. It's part of the military base, right? And then we got the churches at the beach, which are kind of on the outside, and then the churches down the road that come in and feed people. So those kind of the outsiders that don't know, they know things about the base, but maybe not fully aware of the whole story. So when the project was working here or Denver, right, you had two different ideas going, but people moved or changed around and told stories and didn't really understand. So here it is. Maybe it's these people asking some of you to join them, but I know Joe and some of you guys are atheists and you're anti, right? Okay. And this is why I'm not interested in your made-up story of, you know, what happened in Ohio or any of this other stuff, Joe or Harry, because that's not really true. It might have been just Joe's way of getting away with his crime. Okay. So here you go, because it might have belonged to somebody else that you guys may have screwed over. Jay Beswick, Greg Faust and his friends, Mel, the Swartzes. All right, when they had the idea to help keep people healthy, and a man said, you have to be a Christian, right? Was it so people were a Christian, Harry, the Red, and it didn't really work out when somebody else was maybe a Jew, like Brian or Greg, or Mel and the Swartzes, and you guys came in and stole their stuff. Then you claim to be Jews, and you run away to Israel, you set your stuff out here and use me to suck off of to make it work for other people while you make fun of them. When it may have worked for somebody else that you all had to just listen to a long time ago. And then you guys use DJ Dave and the Quinwan. Well, he's supposedly the god of the earth, but I didn't see Dave flying in one of those machines, so does he even really know about that stuff? Was that an idea you guys stole from Joe or somebody else? So you guys got to figure that stuff out. Because when you're a group of guys who want to mess with other guys' stuff, or when they die, or you get an inheritance and you don't know what their idea was to put it back together, that's why I do this, because I like to see the flow of information and see if people can figure out how to rebuild it themselves. But you got to ask permission and you got to do all that weird stuff first. So there you go. Now you have a link back to Aurora, Colorado, and possibly Paso Robles, where a farm or incidents happened, and you guys think that, well, we're just punish a city and nobody will ever know, but they're starting to know because the rumor mill works, right? As crimes get solved, things get put back together. We're a country, when we even go to war, we put things back together. And so it's just easier to me, instead of making up a story, it's just provide the information to make things work.